It's in the game.
Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics, but Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the teal. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Fresno State Bulldogs. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Chanticleers will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Fresno State's offense will take the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Fresno State working from the red zone. The give on the inside. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it, even if you don't get it.
Touchdown, Fresno State! A great catch and run for 6.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Coastal Carolina, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hinton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Coastal Carolina's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The shot that clears, line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
After the run, now to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rodgers. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the shot to clears are at the line, looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the lone running back. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. He's at the and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, doesn't he? He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. The shot that clears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Brown will throw it. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks and they've got it at the 33.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Texas Tech endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Lubbock, and the Red Raiders came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. That's caught. It's Graham. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this 1st quarter.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Brown wants to pass. It's complete. There he goes. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Gonna run it. It's Rodgers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran. The crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. At the 35, he's got room. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Bulldogs will snap it on first and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Unloads it left. He's got it. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Coastal Carolina, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's English. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here? Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Gonna let it fly. It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Caught in the backfield. It's Sutton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the third down.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Fresno State right back to the line. Snap in the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Brown will throw it right on the money. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Chanticleers will try to pin them back with the punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got it. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge on the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fresno State.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 8 over Northern Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Makes one man miss. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll move the wide receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Chanticleers will punt this one away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He's got it.
Return goes out of bounds.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
On the play.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Brown will throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires downfield. Complete to the left. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun on third down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It is perfect. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half.
Fresno State 49. Coastal Carolina 10.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Making side adjustments here. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point.
56, Coastal Carolina, 10.
Coming out with it, it's English. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Bring in the heat. He tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The shot to clear, send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Complete downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State. He'll try to tack on one more. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
63, Coastal Carolina, 10.
He'll bring it out. It's English. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's another Chanticleer.
Right back to the well. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's English. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Hinton. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Mack. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The running back has it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Back to throw, it's Mack. makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's now
Second and goal for this offense. Snap it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Thomas back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. The shot that clears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Mack. Got him downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give is to Williams. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Thomas looking to fire. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Hinton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play in